What's up, y'all? It's Timmy, and this is part 2 of the drive from Alaska to the lower 48 through Canada on the Alaska Highway, and some stuff goes down this time, so let's check it out. Welcome to Truckhouse Lap, baby.
You guys want to see how bad the Alaska Highway is, even though it's paved? Check this out. Crazy. Probably can't even tell. I'm going 10 miles an hour. Good morning, everybody. It's day 2 of the road trip. I made it to Whitehorse, Yukon Territories last night. I drove about 17 hours yesterday, and I'm pretty tired, but covered a lot of miles, making good timing. Made it across the Canadian border. Woo! I'm still kind of beat right now. Everything's riding in the car pretty well. Got my play boat on this side, creek boat on this side. It's kind of close to the window, actually. Should probably move that forward. And I slept outside the Canadian Superstore last night in Whitehorse. So I'm gonna get the ball rolling this morning, go find some good coffee. Oh yeah. Let's give her a fresh clean, back on the road. Dude, look at this, there's bison everywhere. They're literally everywhere. Guys seeing this? This is freaking crazy. Yeah, I stopped to have myself a little snack here in the back porch. I just need to stand. I've been driving maybe 9 hours right now, day 2. Still got a long way to go. Check out this sweet river. I'd estimate probably 7,000 CFS or something. It's pretty big. Pretty cool. I don't know what river it is. Anyway, I'm having some Alaskan reindeer jerky and some chips and dip. So far, everything in the truck's holding up great. Check out all the bugs. Look at all the bees. Holy crap. Insane.
Well, I'm going insane. Whoa. Things are getting better, oh, they're getting better, it's true.
Oh yeah, Liard Hot Springs, baby. Man, I hope it's open because I am ready to soak. I've been driving maybe, I'd say about 8 hours at this point, so we're gonna go get a soak and try to heal my back up a bit. Hello. How's it going?
How can I help you?
Just so you guys, is the hot springs open?
Yeah, they are.
Sweet. I'd love to rust the back in it for sure.
You just want to go in for the day? It'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
$5.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Sorry, I just realized I didn't get any Canadian money when I crossed the border.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Woohoo! $5. I got my Canadian $5 bill back. I just realized I didn't get any Canadian money when I came through the border. Oh man, I'm so freaking excited, guys. I can't even tell you how excited I am. Oh my God. I can't remember the last time I don't know if I can swim anymore. Do I know how to swim? I don't know. I mean, I whitewater kayak, but you don't want to swim when you whitewater kayak. It's not a thing. Let's go soak in the hot spring. That felt super good. I stayed in maybe, I'd say 30 minutes. And I felt like I was gonna pass out. It's getting so hot. Anyhow, my back feels more relaxed, but I feel like I can feel exactly where my knee is in pain now. I might have loosened it up and made it worse.
Heading down to Liard Hot Springs. That was the best $5 I've spent in a few days. Oh yeah, baby. Back on the road. I'm gonna try to drive to Fort Nelson, I think, tonight. So I still have a solid 4 hours maybe, we'll see. But I'm gonna try to push on in good ways. I'm not even worried about dinner. I'm just trying to get there. Let's go. Oh, this massive river is Liard River. It's funny too because I saw Liard River like way back down the road 100 miles or so, and I thought I missed the hot springs somehow because I never saw the sign for it, but it just, obviously it's a giant river and keeps going, and the hot springs is like way past the town of Liard, as it turns out, I guess. Yes, this diesel flatbed's always a little tricky to fill up. The diesel foams up too easy. You need to make better vents or something in the tanks. But pretty much figured out if I empty the tanks all the way, they hold about 16, 17 gallons, which is about 60 liters. So I'm always watching this thing to when it gets close to 60. That way I can let off the nozzle and so it doesn't blast me with diesel. It's the first time I've ever started getting bit by mosquitoes at a gas station. Crazy. Oh, it shot me. See that? Jeez, nothing I can do about it either. It's pretty obnoxious. 52 liters, 75 bucks. Now I'm gonna fill the front one. Oh God. This is so obnoxious. Look how foamy this diesel is. Like I can't even fill it up. Watch this. Got like nozzle outside of it almost. I can't even fill it. We had what was the total on that one? I had a total of 73 liters and spent $120. So the thing that I love most about road trips is it just really gives you time to slow down in your mind and think and just examine your life, examine everything that's going on. And I just think it gives you a lot of appreciation and you figure a lot of things out on the road. And that's why I love road trips. That's probably the main reason I love road trips. Besides all the adventures and the fun and the friends and the new experiences, I think that's my favorite part about the road trip. Just being out there and having time to process your life. It's awesome.
And I was looking for a guy, had a bullet with no teeth, and I was tripping on some nice little Latino with me.
And I tell you what, I'm not trying to check any animals off my list for sightseeing, but in this trip so far, the 1,000 or so miles I've driven, I've seen a bear, a moose, a fox, Dall sheep, a deer, a muskox, and I think a porcupine. Good morning, everybody. It's day 3. I drove, I don't know, I guess 15 hours yesterday, 17 hours the day before. I'm pretty much in the middle of British Columbia right now. I'm gonna try to make it down towards kind of the Banff area tonight to Jasper if I can. And that's the plan. So let's hit the road. I did it. I did it. I went to Tim Hortons. I've never been there before. Got a sausage, bacon, cheese, burger, frappuccino, mocha sandwich, and a coffee. It's gonna be good. Almost forgot, before I go, I gotta put another $100-something freaking dollars in the diesel tank, so let's go do that. I don't know. Tim Hortons is, kind of tastes like this egg sandwich fell in a hot spring or something. Crazy sulfury tasting. Anyhow, back in the road. Okay, I'll give Tim Hortons a little bit of credit. The coffee is pretty good and pretty strong, so I'll give you guys that.
Well, you never took my
I turned on the air conditioner. It's hot enough. I'm maybe 200 miles from Prince George in British Columbia, which is the super interior of Canada, basically. Maybe not super interior, but it's in the interior, and it's hot. I'll have to look at my thermometer on the back porch, but I bet it's 80 degrees out, so I'm super grateful to have air conditioner in this truck. Ice cold AC. This is so good. I just stopped at a little fish and chip shop on the side of the road. So good. Got some cod, some french fries, tartar sauce and lemon. So I'm totally changing my route. I'm gonna take a shortcut and head straight for Jasper and avoid Prince George. So I found out it's like 200 miles closer to do it, so. All right, we're rolling up into Dawson Creek here. Mile 0 of the Alaska Highway, it says. How about that? It's a super industrial, oil-looking town. It's so weird when you've been driving through the wilderness for a couple thousand miles and then you just get to a town with strip malls and stuff. I mean, I tell you one thing, road trip is no joke in the old 7.3. Just spent another 110 bucks for gas. I thought us Alaskans drove freaking big, beefed up pickup trucks. No. You bring yourself to Dawson City, Canada, and every other freaking truck around here is a huge flatbed diesel. It could run this truck over. It's crazy. At the moment, I'm probably about 4 or 5 hours, I suppose, from Jasper, where I'm gonna crash and then go paddling with a friend I haven't seen in 20 years tomorrow, Canadian Matt, who is also my quarantine plan. If I were to get sick with COVID while I was in the country, he was the address I was gonna be staying at. So pretty legit. It's gonna be pretty awesome to see him again. I tell you one thing, you can't appreciate how far Alaska is away from everything until you drive this highway, and then you'll see how far Alaska is away from everything. It's insane. It's been driving, literally been driving for thousands of miles, and I'm still not to the United States. Here's the giant beaver. Alright, we're getting closer to Banff. It's Grand Cache. Probably get another 2.5 hours to Jasper, I suppose. Cruise control saving my life. We've been going about 13 hours today, so every single day I've been driving basically 15 to 17 hours. Whew. But it's sure nice to like put it in cruise control down there and then just like twist sideways and sit there for a couple of minutes, stretch that lower back out. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I actually broke my back whitewater kayaking about 1.5 years ago, or almost 2 years ago now. If you look back at my videos, I don't know which, I think, yeah, it's way back. Look back at like episode 6, and there's video footage of me breaking my back in a kayak. It's pretty messed up. I'm crushing my neck in, but things have been messed up since then, including my knees, so just trying to heal it up, but definitely have to move around and stretch a good bit. Well, I don't know if you guys can see me, but I was about 40 miles from Banff, and my freaking power steering pump, I was just pulling off the side of the road for a second, and it sounded like a little baby shotgun going off, and I lost all my steering. So, and by all my steering, I mean it's really hard to steer this thing. So luckily I'm only like 10 miles from town, so I'm limping back, and hopefully they have a freaking part out here in the middle of nowhere to replace my power steering line in the morning, which I just replaced 2 years ago in a Napa parking lot at freaking negative 20 degrees, but this is a better situation this time. But anyhow, here's my night. 15 hours driving and that happened. Well guys, made it. Super lucky. Napa's like right here. I had to drive like 10 miles. So luckily tomorrow's a Monday, so they'll be open at 7 a.m. and I'll show you in the morning. I'll show you how to change the power steering line, but you can't see it, but there's fluid all over the place. The line totally blew out of the pump, so I'm gonna fix that in the morning. It's a $45 part, I believe I paid last time. So the fact that I broke down right next to a town, like 10 miles outside of town, when I could have broken down like 200 miles away from a town, like all the stuff I was just driving through, like it's pretty awesome. Anyway, it's called a night. Got a nice cozy house to sleep in right outside of the parts store. Like, couldn't be any better. Get coffee in the morning, casually replace a power steering pump line. It's all good. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, world. I am outside of Napa, and I'm gonna replace this power steering hose this morning, so here we go. Here we are, outside of Napa. So first thing I'm gonna do is pop the hood and just show you guys what the problem is. So I told you I was driving along, lost all my power steering, couldn't steer anymore, and so if you guys look, right down there is your power steering hose line. Check that out. So your power steering pump is right here with that reservoir going into it. So you can see my hose literally just blew out. It's a high pressure line, so it sprayed fluid all over the place. So we're gonna replace that. Luckily, it's not the power steering pump itself. And down here you can see it's just like power steering fluid all over the place. So what I'm gonna do, you guys can see the power steering line on the bottom. So the top's already out. I just have to back the nut out of the top. The bottom goes down into the gearbox. You can see right there, there's that nut. So that one's tricky. Napa's open. Let's go see if they get that part. Freaking hope they do. Knock on wood. Well, boys and girls, guess what? We're spending the night in this town again. There's nothing more I can do. Napa didn't have the part, Ford didn't have the part, and Pat's Auto did not have the part. So I went back to Napa. They're gonna overnight it to this town, to Hinton, and that's about all I gotta say. Gotta spend the night here again, so it is what it is. I'm fortunate that they can get it here within a day, so that's cool. So I'm gonna relax and chill, and here we are. We're in the Walmart parking lot. Apparently you can stay one night and not get yelled at, they say on the sign.
Well, that's a wrap, y'all. Stay tuned for part 3 of this video where you'll see what happens next. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.